I know what's right and what's wrong. What I've protected until now and what I want to protect right now. I know which choice is correct and which is wrong. With that in mind, I want to protect Sakura. I'm sure I'll regret it if I lie to myself and keep going. Where the responsibility lies, existence of good and evil. Losing Sakura will weigh more heavily on me than either of those things. I don't even need to think about it. I just want to protect Sakura, that's all. Yeah, it's a matter of course to protect the girl you like. Even I knew that. Right? I'm your ally because you're that kind of person. Ilia smiles delightedly. Her innocence encourages me. I don't know if this is the right choice or not, but I do know I won't regret it. I'm sorry, Ilia. I have to get going. Yeah, I'll forgive you since you have that expression. Let's meet again, Shiro. Yeah, see ya, Ilia. And thank you. I leave the park. I start running to the church as if to shake off my doubts. My answer's been determined. I don't know how much Sakura supported me after my father died. I tried to see her as just another fellow student. I kept on deceiving myself because I wanted her to stay by my side. But such deception will no longer work. Emiya Shiro does not want to lose Mato Sakura. That's all. If I can't think things through, I'll just have to trust in the only definite feeling I have. But within my determination, if you are to protect just one person, I can't shake off Archer's premonitory words. Rain starts. The winter rain mercilessly shoots down at me as I run. Dragging sounds. These sounds are familiar. They are sounds of crawling worms. This place is familiar as well. The dark, damp secret room. An underground mausoleum. This green room is the first room given to her after she was adopted by the Mato family. A lone figure stands in the center of the room. It may not be human, but its appearance is that of a human. This figure called for her, commanding her to fight in Mato Shinji's place. She was prepared for this. At the very least, she accepted the possibility up until 2 days ago. But now her determination is gone. Once she discovered that Emiya Shiro is a master, her will to fight left her. She visited the Emiya household to keep watch over him. But Emiya Shiro did not have that aptitude to become a master, and he had no knowledge of the Holy Grail War. That fact became clear at once, thus there was never a reason to keep watch over him. She stayed as his underclassman, using the role of keeping watch over him as an excuse. She had an optimistic view that there would be no need to fight him. Although she knew her true identity may be revealed at some point, she never dreamed that they would end up fighting one another. So how did it come to this? Grandfather, do all masters need to be killed? She knows what the old man's reply is going to be. She knows, but she can only ask. But, well, you can keep 1 or 2 as playthings, if you like. All I want is their servants. After stealing them, you may turn the masters into your toys or puppets. The old man's answer is not what she expected. What? Do you not understand? I said there's no need to kill all the masters. We will eliminate those that are dangerous to keep alive, but those who will not be obstacles can be spared. It is the wish of my cute granddaughter, so I shall be a bit flexible, even if this is our greatest desire. Hearing his words, she lowers her guard a bit. The old man becomes strangely kind sometimes. When teaching her the family's magic, he is an inhuman monster, as cruel as a beast. But sometimes when they are talking, he becomes just a good-natured old man. She cannot be deceived. She does not know if this is a whim or a calculated act of kindness. Moreover, she knows she will end up fighting him if she agrees. Even if she does not have to kill him, just having to fight him is bad enough. Is that still not enough? My, you are a troubling one. That cowardice will prevent you from ever obtaining what you desire. Look, this is a good opportunity. If you want something, take it by force. Sakura, how long do you plan on marrying a mere watcher? Reach out and claim your desire. You have the power and the right. She does not answer. First of all, there is nothing she wants. She admires him, but she would never expect him to accept her. She is impure. She is not suited for him. So someone more appropriate should stand next to him. All she wanted was to be by his side until that time came. It'll all be ruined if she wishes for anything more. Not only her, he too will come to a bad end. Grandfather, I cannot fight. I will give Rider to Nii-san. She speaks with a trembling voice, prepared for re-education. She knows what awaits her for disobeying him. The fear of being thrown to the worms, of losing one's sensation, is something one can never get used to. The longest she was able to keep her sanity was 2 hours. She almost goes crazy, thinking that she will have to endure many times that, no, at worst, until the Holy Grail War ends. Her body trembles. Fear of punishment makes her want to scream. But it is not the pain that she fears. All she fears is that when the pain becomes unbearable, she will do as he commands. It cannot be helped, I suppose. I cannot force you and lose my valuable successor. I will remain an observer as well in this war. She gasps. She does not know how serious he is, but he has accepted her excuse. The trembling goes away, replaced by a warm sense of relief, but into that defenseless mind. But it is a bit disappointing. Looking at all the masters in this war, the daughter of Tosaka is looking pretty good. The unlikely might happen if luck favors her. Enters the old man's disappointed voice. Nay, science. Evil enters at that time. She knows it intuitively. Nei-san will certainly win. She is that kind of a person. She obtains everything she wants and passes through as if it's natural. Nei-san will take everything she wants without even a glance towards her, the one standing in place. Then Nei-san will win. Her body turns cold as ice. She doesn't care about that. She's used to it. She's used to it. She's used to it. She's used to such treatment. Nei-san will take it all. Nei-san is going to eliminate everything, the pain she went through, the bright future ahead of her, and the only one person she can rely on. The ground wavers beneath her. The words make her dizzy and nauseous. Her chest is burnt. Something unpleasant assails her, as if a needle is in her chest. It has started raining. The chilly winter rain mercilessly beats against the gutters. She slowly opens her eyes. It seems she was dreaming about what happened a few days ago. She is sleeping on an operating table in a room made of stone. In front of her is a black priest she has never seen before. You are finally awake. Do I need to explain to you what is going on, Mato Sakura? No, it's my body. I know all about it. She answers simply. She does not focus on him, but on the sound of the rain against the walls. Alright, then get changed quickly. Tosaka, Rin, and Emiya Shiro are waiting in the next room. We have to explain the situation to them. You cannot run after that if you are naked, right? Are you going to let me run away? That is your decision. I merely helped you. It is not for me to plan your actions for you. Well, it was a waste for me to save you if you die. I do want you to remain until the very end, though. Why is that? It's more fun that way. Tosaka, Rin, and Emiya Shiro will suffer more if you live. It is delightful the more sufferers there are. The priest turns his back after he answers. The priest will go to the chapel now. He does not look back at her, hugging her knees on the operating table. Well, will they kill you, or will they let you live? You may wait here if you are interested in their decision. Though it does not look it, this building has flimsy structure. For some reason, you can hear all the conversation going on in the chapel. He smiles and leaves. Senpai, what should I do? She embraces her knees. The quiet weeping is drowned out by the sound of rain. I open the door. Tosaka is already here, standing in the corner of the chapel. She's not sitting down, but standing there, and I can see her determination. She has the cold face of a magus, saying Sakura will be her enemy if the crestworm isn't removed. Tosaka doesn't look at me, and I have nothing to say to her either. The sound of rain echoes inside the chapel. How long has it been? The operation is complete. There is nothing more I can do. Breaking the deep silence, Kotomi Nekire appears. Hey, Kire, what happened to your magic crest? You can tell? As you can see, I used all of it on Mato Sakura's treatment. You used it all? Tosaka is astonished. I don't get it. All I can tell is something happened to Kotomi's magic crest, and Tosaka is surprised about it. Do you understand? We're talking about a magic crest here. Why does something you've built up for generations go away in just a few hours? It cannot be helped. The crest I received from my father is not permanent, like the one you have. It is a consumption type that goes away the more I use it. We have never been a family of magi to begin with. You can think of it as a lower rank command spell. Then you really... Yes, I've used it all up for the treatment. It was the extraction of an 11-year-old pus. It should not be surprising that it took all of my remaining crest. We both gasp. The priest is saying he used all of his magic crest to treat Sakura. Tosaka's expression tells me how valuable the compensation was. Kotomine threw away all of his fortune for Sakura. What? Do not tell me it's troubling for you. You two are the ones who told me to save her. I merely answered your wish. Oh, no, it's not troubling at all. Thank you. Do not thank me. You will take it back later anyway. Take it back later? Does that mean... So, how's Sakura? You did that much, so... She escaped death, but it is just temporary. I was able to remove most of the crestworm, but some parts were buried too deeply to be removed. Some of it has eaten into the nerves. I can extract it all if I remove her heart, but that will kill Mato Sakura as well. All I could do was remove the crestworm that did not metabolize with her nerves, decreasing her pain and the pressure from Zoken. Her life should have ended tonight, but I prolonged it on a whim. Well, it will be all vain effort if the worm in her nerves start moving again. Then Sakura is... It means nothing has changed. She will have no problem living normally, but Zoken can easily drive her berserk. That old man can force her to fight, whether she wants to or not. In short, she is a bomb with a lit fuse. I'd be lying if I said I'm not agitated, but I'm not surprised or puzzled. I've made my decision already. I chose to be on Sakura's side, no matter what happens, no matter what state she's in. I see. Then there's only one thing left to do. I'm sorry for making you use your crest. Tosaka starts to walk. I instantly understand what she's going to do. Hey, stop, Tosaka. I grab Tosaka's hand and stop her. What? Talk to me later. What are you saying? Are you planning to kill Sakura? Hey, it's something that has to be done. Didn't you come here prepared for that? I'm not prepared for such a thing. I came back for Sakura. If you're going to kill her, then I'll stop you. Then what are you going to do? Look, Sakura can't live unless she fights as a master. She has to absorb other people's magical energy to survive. Don't you see how this will end? Killing her here is for her own good. No way. Why are you jumping to conclusion when she hasn't done anything yet? How could I not? If this were just about Sakura, there'd be hope. But it's not, is it? That damn old man owns her life, and she's his puppet as long as he lives. Do you think he's ever going to let her go? That's... See, you understand. Zouken will never give her a moment's peace. Then, if she's going to go through endless torment with no hope of escape, all we can do is kill her here and minimize the number of victims. Sakura and all the people Sakura will kill will be saved. Unlike you, I can't endanger everyone while clinging to a forlorn hope. The weakness to the lady's decision is going to hurt her even more. Tosaka's right. It's not that death itself is salvation, but if our goal is to save people, her solution is the best. Any other idea would be just a selfish mistake. 10 people will die if we don't do anything, but if we can save 9 by sacrificing 1, then... That's the reality I have always tried to deny, but have known deep within my heart to be true. No, you're mistaken. Emiya-kun. I won't let there be any victims. You're the weak one, jumping to conclusions before even trying. Don't kid me. Do you know what this means? Save Sakura? What does that mean? Are you going to save both her and the people she's going to kill? Don't make me laugh. You can't do such a thing alone. No, I can't. I'm going to protect Sakura. I'll think about what the result may be starting now. I see. Then you're my enemy. Let go of me, or you're going to be blown away. Go ahead. But Tosaka, don't think everything will go your way. Our hands tighten on each other. Mine is from tension. Tosaka is, well, I want to believe hers is because of tension too. It's give and take, but we can't back down because we both have things we believe in, and... What the... Outside the chapel, we hear the sound of from the next room and exchange looks. Did you hear that, Emiya-kun? A window broke, and after that, running footsteps. The only ways out of here are through this chapel or the back doors. What is she doing, breaking the window to go outside? Oh, I see. Most windows here have fixed fittings. She had to break it to get out. For someone who's still recovering, she's pretty violent. Recovering? Do you mean Sakura? Who else? From the room she was in, you can somehow hear everything said in the chapel. I am sure she fled when she heard you discuss killing her. What? Forgive me, it is a structural defect. Don't lie, you fake tree. I'm sure it's intentional. Tosaka shakes off my hand and starts running. She runs not to the room, but to the door leading outside. We'll talk later. Finding Sakura comes first. Jeez, where is she going to go in her condition? She quickly opens the door and runs outside. Tosaka goes into the rain without an umbrella. I don't have any time to lose either. I don't know where Sakura went, but she can't be left by herself now. Wait, I do not mind if you plan to search for Mato Sakura, but there is something I forgot to tell you. What? I don't have time for one of your long speeches. Do not say that. This is important. I will be troubled if I do not tell you. Rin ran off without listening to me, so I need to tell somebody, do I not? Is this about Sakura? Yes, she does not have long to live. The crestworm continues to corrupt her body as we speak. It is easy to extract it, but her body will never withstand the shock. It's like pulling out 4/10 of her nerves. She would die as a human before the pain caused her to die of shock. But leaving her alone will lead to the same result. The loss of magical energy is slowly eroding her sanity. Soon she will lose all sense of self. Once that happens, she will be nothing more than a rampaging master. She would sacrifice many people to maintain her service, and when the strain becomes too much to bear, she will self-destruct. In short, you cannot save that woman, no matter what you do. I feel dizzy, as though I'm looking into a strobe lamp. Broken things do not repair themselves, and lost things never return. If you wanted to save her, you should have done so 11 years ago. Do you still intend to save her, and Miyashiro? She will die in the next few days no matter what we do. Is there a meaning in saving such a person? I can't breathe. I can barely stand under the impact of his words. I don't know anything about that, but you saved Sakura. Isn't that reason enough? Well, I only treated her out of duty. I cannot turn away someone who came seeking help. Don't lie. You wouldn't use up your magic crest just out of duty. I don't know why, but you wanted to save Sakura. You didn't want to let her die. I feel the same way too. I glare at the priest. He must understand because he nods slightly. Yes, then hurry. Rin will surely kill Mato Sakura if she finds her first. Provide that lost child with shelter before that happens. He doesn't need to tell me. Turning my back to him, I follow Tosaka into the rain. My breath is white. Under the cold winter rain, my breath seems to freeze and blow back against my face. There's no one on the road. The street lamp lights up at night in vain, and I run without aim. I'm going to find Sakura. It's not just a premonition that something terrible is going to happen if I don't find her quickly. I just want to hold her right now and feel her warmth. I run blindly. I don't know where she went. Sakura no longer has any place to go. There's no place for her at my house, nor at the Mato household. She has to be wandering in the night. She shouldn't have gone far. If she needed to find shelter where there weren't many people, it's a wild guess, but the only thing I can do right now is to check every one of the possibilities. I crossed the bridge. Sakura wasn't around the Shinto station, and I didn't hear anything about a girl like Sakura being there. Even though it's night, it's not so late that places will be deserted. There weren't many, but I saw a few people walking about. But if none of them saw Sakura, maybe she avoided Shinto and went back to Miyama City. She's probably still in her school uniform, so she would stand out in this rain. If she wanted to avoid attention, she would head to Miyama City, and that's what I'm thinking as I run through the rain when
Sakura.
I come to a stop. Under the bridge, Sakura is standing alone on the dark, desolate brick road. I go down to the park. Does she notice me? Sakura is looking down while exposing her body to the rain. I can't think of anything to say to her. All I can do is take her home.
Sakura.
I call out to her as I approach. No, please don't come. And Sakura refuses with desperateness that I've never seen before. I stop. Sakura is still looking down, tightly clutching her skirt in her hand. She looks like a criminal mortified by her actions. It's heartbreaking. I can't go any closer. I feel I shouldn't until she raises her head.
Sakura.
Please go home. If you come near me right now, I don't know what I'll do. Her voice is shaking. She's trembling because of the cold rain and her feelings of guilt. I can't erase them from her. All I can do is, let's go home. You haven't recovered from your cold yet, right? Extend my hands. Sakura's wet hair sways. Sakura bites her lips. I can't go. Where can I go back to now? Her voice is heavy with self-loathing.
Sakura.
It's fine, senpai. You don't need to force yourself to take care of me. Because you know already, right? You heard what I am. You heard what's going on with my body, didn't you? Then this is all over. Her white breath tells me the end of her sentence.
バカ言うな。
Don't say such a stupid
俺
thing.
が聞いたことなんて
What I've heard
ど
is
うでもいいこと
unimportant.
だ。
The only Sakura I
俺
know
が知
is
ってる
the
さ
one
くら
I've
は
been with.
それがど
So
うし
why
て
does it have to
こ
end
んなこ
because
と
of
で終わっ
something
たり
like
するん
this?
だよ。
Because it will end.
終わっちゃいます先輩
I'm not the kind of girl you think I am, senpai. I've been continuously touched by unknown things ever since I was adopted as a kid. Sakura's nails dig deep into her elbow. It's a masochistic action, as if she's punishing the dirty stains on her body.
それだけじゃない
That's not the only thing. I'm a magus of the Mato family, and I've been hiding that fact from
先
you.
輩にそうして
I didn't tell you when I became a master, and I pretended not to know anything when you brought Saber-san over.
ほら
Don't you see?
だってそ
It
の
would
方
have
が
been
都
so
合が
much more convenient, and you wouldn't get mad at me that way, right?
さくら。
でも本当
But I'm really stupid.
バ
I
カですよね
shouldn't be able to deceive you, but I thought I could.
そう自分の
I thought
体
it's
のお
fine
じいさ
even
ま
if my
の幸せで
grandfather's worm is
大丈
in
夫
me.
だ
I thought I wouldn't lose
自
if
分
I
を
held
確かに
myself
持ってい
firm,
れば負け
but
な
I
いって思
easily
い込んで
lost.
あの時かけ
The
られた
stuff that was splashed on me was just
毒でも何でも
aphrodisiac.
ない
It's not poison or
ガ
anything,
チのよう
but
な
it
ものだ
makes
ったん
my
ですよ
body more sensitive. That's all it took to make me go crazy and hurt you.
遠坂先輩は正しい
Tosaka senpai is right. I'm a
私は
coward.
臆病で
I'm a crybaby. I'm
泣き虫で
selfish. I knew this was going to happen, but I couldn't disobey my grandfather or end it myself. I didn't want to be hurt or scared. I value myself more than others, so I couldn't find the courage to kill myself. She's crying. Sakura is crying. She's crying and doesn't know what to do, which just makes her cry even harder. Feeling her pain, I regret what I've done. I have never seen her cry before. The reason behind those tears. Why didn't I realize sooner that she can only cry when condemning herself?
泣くな。
Don't cry, Sakura.
だから
You see, everything is my fault.
私はお
I'm
じ
just
い
a
様の
puppet
操
from
り
my
人形で
grandfather.
いつ
And I
さっ
could
き
go
みたいに
crazy
取り出
any
すか
minute
わから
now.
なくて
Sooner or later, I'll do something terrible. So where
き
can
っと
such a
取り返し
person
の
go,
つかないことを
senpai?
し
Sakura corners herself. Nobody is condemning her. That's why she has to do it herself. She has to say she's the evil one. She has to condemn herself and punish herself.
だから
So don't
泣
cry.
くな。
Sakura once said it. That she's a coward who needs someone to lead her by force. I finally understand what she meant. Someone I want to protect. Someone important to me. Someone I never thought I would lose. If I don't want her to cry anymore, I have to take her hand and lead her to the place in the sun. So I should now.
ごめんなさい
I'm sorry,
先
senpai.
輩
I've been deceiving you all this time.
けど
I never really believed I deserved to be with you. Every day I
私
thought
は
about
先輩の
ending
そ
it
ばにい
all,
ていい人間
just
じゃない
acting like a stranger from that day
だから
on.
こ廊下で出会ってもすれ
I
違う
just passed you in the hallway,
放課
ignore
後
you
も他
after
人みたい
school,
に白いふ
go
りして
home alone at night, and forget everything that happened. Oh, if she'd done that, I would have gone crazy. I'm sorry I didn't realize that.
できな
But I couldn't. My body would tremble at the pure thought of it, and it was really frightening. It was scarier than the time I put a knife on my wrist, and I couldn't stop myself from going to your
決め
house.
た時より怖
I
く
was
て
scared of deceiving you,
先輩の
scared
家
to
に
stop
行くのを
deceiving
やめ
you,
られなかっ
and everything around me was scary. I
た
couldn't
自分を
move
騙
at
す
all,
のも
and I didn't know what to do,
それ
but I believe this is for the best. Sakura says I should have never learned about this. But if that were the case, she would have just kept on crying.
バカですよね
I'm stupid, right? You would have eventually found out, but it's too late now, and I can never go back to your house. I thought every night that I should get away from you before it happened.
その方が
It's
先輩
for
の
your
ため
own
で
good, and I knew I would stop crying at night, but I can't let her cry anymore. If Sakura has to blame herself because nobody will blame her, but I still wanted to hide it
それで
from
も
you.
隠していたか先
I
輩と
wanted
の
to
時
protect
間を
my time with you. That was the only meaningful thing for me, so why?
私にとって
Even if nobody would forgive her, I would keep forgiving her in her place. I embrace her cold body. My arms are terribly unreliable. I can't hold her tightly, nor can I pull her close. I can't save Sakura. I want her to be with me, and I can only stay by her side. Awkwardly, I wrap my arms around her. Even if this is all I can do right now, my determination is definite and firm. Don't cry. I understand you're a bad person now. She gasped. Sakura is confused, torn between guilt and regret. To deny those feelings, I would tell her what I truly feel. So I'll protect you, no matter what happens, even if you try to kill yourself. I'll protect you, Sakura. I promise, I'll be your superhero. I hold her a bit tighter, even if it's just a touch. I do so to tell her that my oath is more firm than anything. How much effect did it have? The stubbornness flows out of Sakura, and her shoulders relax. No matter what she says, Sakura is still the same. Her sensation and her warmth are the same. Our breaths are white, and the pouring rain has turned to a drizzle. In the freezing night, no, senpai, I'll probably end up hurting you. Her words sound like a confession. The rain is stopping. The night is cold as midwinter, and Sakura doesn't try to free herself from my arm. And I'm going to hurt you, senpai, but I want to stay like this. A tear trickles down her cheek as she says it. And with that, the choice is made. Something decisive has ended. I don't know if this is love or not, but a premonition lingers in the back of my mind, telling me that the end of this love will not be compensation. The rain has completely stopped by the time we return to my house. We've been holding hands ever since we left the park. We calmed down as we walked, and by the time we got to the hill, we were actually embarrassed, but in the end we didn't let go for even a moment. The light at the door is on. Did you come back here, Sakura? I don't think it's me. It might be Fujimura-sensei. Oh yeah. We go to the door, hand in hand. Her cold hand has become warm. I'm relieved to feel the warmth of her life, and I enter my house as if I've just come home from school. Welcome home. I know it was rude, but I came in without your permission. Tosaka. Tosaka-senpai. Yeah, I guess you would come back here eventually, but I didn't think it was going to be both of you. Well, I thought it might be possible in your case. I quickly push Sakura behind me and confront Tosaka. Tosaka, you still... Of course, I can't leave Mato Sakura alone as the Magus of Tosaka. The association will be after me if I don't punish her as the supervisor of Fuyuki. It'll be too late then. I don't care about your circumstances. Sakura hasn't done anything yet. If you still want to do something to her, you'll have to silence me first. You're right. You're a free Magus that doesn't belong to the association, so it might be good to discipline you here. I'm going to kill Sakura. I'll kill you too if you get in the way. My senses become alert. Tosaka's fingertip. Once it moves, it'll signal the start of the battle. I'll escape outside with Sakura before Tosaka can finish her spell. After that, I'll decide what to do after that on the spot. For now, I'm going to concentrate on getting away from here. The difference in our skills, I can't even spare to think about what I might do against Archer, who should be here. Tosaka's lips start to move. when I know that she's merely speaking, not casting a spell.
やめて。
Stop. Please stop, Mei-san. Sakura jumps in between us.
さくら。
Senpai's right. So far he's the only one I've hurt. So if he's forgiven me, I shouldn't be punished.
あなたね。
Hey now, do you really understand the state of your body? How can you say that? I can say it. I'm still fine. Are you serious, Tosaka-senpai? Senpai isn't a master anymore. Saber-san is gone, and he's just my senpai now. But you're saying you're going to kill him? Of course. It doesn't matter whether or not he's armed. If he's planning to get in my way, I'll have to dispose of him. Then, if you're still going to fight Senpai, I'm going to fight you. I won't lose to you as Rider's master. Sakura is trembling, but she confronts Tosaka with the utmost courage. Is she surprised by Sakura's determination, or does she think it's disadvantageous to fight here? I see. If you can say something like that, then fight on and win the war as a master. Come to think of it, there is one way that you could be saved. You would easily be able to disenchant Zokin's bindings if you obtain the Holy Grail. It's not that I'm letting you go. We'll have our chance to fight as masters. I'm just saying this isn't the appropriate place. She passes by us. To my surprise, she doesn't show any enmity as she passes by. So our alliance only lasted a day, huh? We can't cooperate as long as you're protecting Sakura. But don't forget, we don't know when Sakura might run wild. It's your fault if you die when that happens. But since you took her in, you'd better make sure you're the only victim. She leaves without turning around. Don't look so worried, you idiot. That's her way of being ironic. It's her hobby to make fun of people. I do my best to cheer Sakura up as we go into the hallway. We're both freezing, and so we should quickly get changed and warm ourselves up. Since you took her in, you'd better make sure you're the only victim. That means that when she kills me, I have to kill her as well. Tosaka left, leaving me with what I must do at the very least. That will never happen. I keep convincing myself as we head to the living room. Our clasped hands are really warm. Sakura is here, alive. That's all I care about now. I can't make Sakura uneasy by worrying about other things, but... Wait, I think Sakura's hand is too warm. Sakura, did your cold get worse again? How is it? Do I feel hot? She must not know herself as she asked me a strange question. No, it's not terribly hot, but you're warmer than me. It feels warm when I touch you. It's probably a cold. I think I caught a cold because I was in the rain for so long. I don't know why, but Sakura lowers her head in embarrassment. I see, you're right. You'd have to hurry and get changed and warm your body up. I'll cook dinner, so you go check your temperature. And if it's high, you're to come back to the living room wearing something warm. I'll make sure to cook something that's easy to eat. No, I don't need dinner. I'm going to bed, so you can rest as well. Sakura leaves in a hurry. Oh well. I'll catch a cold too if I stand here like this, so I should take a bath and warm myself up. I finish taking the bath and return to my room. Now that I've changed out of my wet clothes, I finally feel like I'm home again. I sit down and let out a sigh while relaxing my shoulders. Today was a long day. Many things happened and there were many ups and downs. I sort out the things I've lost from those that I still have. Right, Sakura is Rider's master. It seems Sakura had given her right to Shinji, but she is Rider's master now. Then Rider must be nearby, protecting Sakura. Yeah, I've seen Ryder a few times already. If she'll be protecting Sakura, I have to go introduce myself to her properly. She's unapproachable because of her appearance, but I think she's understanding. I don't know when Sakura will be discarded by Zouken, so Ryder is the only one I can rely on. Well, according to Kotomine, Sakura's condition will get worse the more she uses her servant, so relying on Ryder is the last resort. Alright, I'll have Sakura introduce me to her tomorrow. But she might hold a grudge after losing to Saber. My shoulders slump. But Ryder will be living here too, so I should at least greet her. Who is it? I raise myself so that I can dodge instantly and glare at the shoji outside the room. I can see the silhouette of someone standing on the porch. There's no reply. The figure seems to be waiting for my reaction. Damn, there's nothing I can use as a weapon here. I guess I'll have to attack first before. Senpai, are you awake? Oh, it's you, Sakura. I sit back down. You can use the bath whenever you like. If you need a change, there's Fujine's clothes, right? Yes, I've already taken a bath and borrowed Fujimura-sensei's clothes. Then I don't think there's anything to ask. Senpai, can I come in? Yeah, what's wrong? Why are you being so formal? The shoji opens, and the person entering the room is Sakura in normal clothes, acting strangely. I hear someone gulp. I realize that it's me and feel myself heating up. I cover my mouth with my hand and look away. This makes no sense. I looked away, but the urge to look at her is overwhelming. I don't know why, but Sakura is stirring up strange feelings in me right now. Sakura just stands there. I finally realize that something else is strange. Sakura, what's wrong? How's your fever? Do you have a cold after all? No, I do have a fever, but it's not because of a cold. It's because I'm sick that I'm burning out. It's not because I'm sick that I'm burning out. Sakura looks down awkwardly. Sakura acted like this from time to time over the last couple of days. I thought I'd grown used to noticing parts of her that I didn't know about, and that she's a girl my age. But I think this is on a different level entirely. It's no good, Senpai. I can't suppress it by myself any longer. What can't you suppress? Inside me, even when I was going home with you, just thinking about how warm your hand was. Sakura sways unsteadily. It looks like something more serious than just a fever. Alright, Senpai, why? I can't think clearly. It's clear that something wrong is with Sakura. In that case, I should take her hand and lead her back to the room, but I can't move. It's maddeningly silent. Sakura draws towards me as though blown by wind. Her foot catches on the edge of the tatami mat, and... Was that my cry or Sakura's murmur? Sakura collapses feebly. My feet move again. I move to help Sakura to her feet. Too late. I awkwardly catch Sakura. There's clearly something wrong with her body. She's burning out, but only her limbs are cold. Her body is feverish, but her arms and legs are bloodless. This is absolutely not an ordinary fever. This isn't caused by sickness, but a poison made by human hands. My gaze moves. Sakura is burying her face into my chest. There's a long silence. She doesn't make a sound, but Sakura is crying. Senpai, why did you protect someone like me? I'm already infested. Even if I like you, I can't do anything for you. So why are you protecting me? Going as far as making Tosaka Senpai, Nei-san, your enemy. The reason I protect Sakura. I don't even need to think about such a thing. You're wrong. I just wanted to be with you. I need you, Sakura, and I couldn't think about being separated from you. So I can't give you to Tosaka, even if she is your older sister. Are you saying that as family? Or do you see me as a girl? There's no way I can see her as family now. I've wanted Sakura by my side these past couple of days. No, for a long time. It's just that I can't lie to myself any longer. Yeah, I love you, Sakura.
さくらが好きだ。
I say it clearly. It's ridiculous. When faced with the possibility of losing Sakura, my insignificant facade is finally stripped away. Sakura is trembling. No, maybe it's me who's trembling. Of course, I'm nervous lying down with Sakura in my arms and confessing my feelings to her like this. I put just a little strength into my hands that are holding her. It's quiet. I thought I'd be more agitated, but after putting it into words, I feel completely calm.
さくら、
Sakura's shoulders are moving. Her head shakes as she faces into my chest. I told Sakura that I love her, so I want to ask if she feels the same. No, maybe I don't need to ask. From tomorrow on, we could spend the mornings together like usual. Her frailty takes my breath away. Her voice sounds even weaker than before. It's not the voice of someone feverish.
おい
Hey,
さくら、
Sakura. Sakura is on top of me, and something seems to be wrong with her. Not only is she feverish, there's something pitiful about her, as if she's enduring something.
さくら、
Sakura, hey, hold on. Are you okay? Sakura's body is heating up, and at the same time her limbs are getting colder. I need to calm down. I can't help Sakura, but Tosaka, no, that's no good. Then I'll just take her back to the church. No, instead of taking Sakura there, I should call Kotomine here.
じっとしてろ。
Hold still.
すぐ
I'll
楽
help
に
you
してや
feel
る。
better right away. Senpai. Then first I should put her to bed. Sakura is clinging tightly to me. Her anguished expression makes me bite my lip. I told Sakura that I love her, but I can't even do anything for her. I want it, Senpai. I don't have enough. Her incoherent mutter mixes pain and bashfulness. I can't hold back. I can't bear it. Our breathing quickens. Sakura's pained breath and mine as I listen to it. I can't stay calm being close to her. For now, she needs to sleep in a warm bed.
いいか、さくら。
Okay, Sakura, just... Sakura refuses and tries to run away. No, she leans back and grabs my hand.
おい
Sorry,
さくら。
Sakura. That's not it. That's not it, Senpai. No, I can't. I thought Sakura didn't want to be touched, but that's not it. Sakura is behaving inconsistently. Her arm is gripping my hand and trembling as it tries to draw me towards her, but her upper body is trying to move away.
さくら。
Sakura. Hey, Sakura. I can't. If I do that, Senpai will hate me. But it hurts, and Senpai's hand is so warm. My hand in Sakura's moves slowly towards her. I can't pull free. I can't let go of this frail, resisting hand. Senpai, no, I don't have enough. There's a captivating quality to Sakura's voice. Sakura brings her hand close and, as if looking for relief, she bites my finger. The surprise steals my strength away. Why is Sakura doing this? Ow, she bites into me. There's a slight pain in my fingertip. Sakura's teeth tear my skin, and pain and blood begin to pour out from the inside. My blood streams out. Sakura's shaking gradually slows. Her cold limbs start to gradually regain her warmth. She gulps. There is tiny movement in her throat as she swallows the blood. The tip of her tongue touches the wound. It makes a quiet sound as she drinks the red blood. My finger feels so pleasant, it's as if it's about to melt away. I feel the sensation of Sakura's lips and the occasional gentle touch of her tongue. But more than that, with every drop of blood that leaks from the wound, a sweetly pleasant feeling washes over me. I'm sure I felt the same pain somewhere before, but I can't remember what kind of experience it was. It feels so good and it seems like a bother to remember. She's only sucking my finger, but the comfortable sensation runs past my wrist and up to my elbow. It's as if the veins from my heart to my fingertip have been slowly brought into sharp relief. The blood carrying my magical energy spills into Sakura's mouth, and I look objectively at the reality of the situation. Sakura is drinking my blood while holding back embarrassment, and her condition is improving. Then what's the problem in what she's doing? How much blood have I lost? Judging by the weakness from my loss of blood, I'm sure I've only lost as much blood as I would from a blood donation. Sakura gives my finger a final lick, and with a sound, lets it fall away from her lips. We look at each other wordlessly. Sakura's condition seems to have returned to normal, but she still looks forlorn. Finally, I call her name. I hold back the strange pleasure I felt from my finger, and my unease about what just happened. With a start, Sakura lets go of my hand and jumps back. Sakura, no, I don't mind if you can't answer. I'm sorry. Her voice is so quiet, it's like it's about to disappear. When I turn to face her, Sakura hangs her head as though cowering, her hands in her lap. You know, right, senpai? I was trained as a magus at the Mato household. Grandfather tampered with my body so that he could turn a child of another bloodline into a magus of the Mato family. The result is this body that goes crazy when I don't have enough magical energy. A dark rage towards Mato Zoken wells up within me. But even more than that, Sakura's passionate, pitiful speech fills my chest with pain. The worms in my body want power from a magus, so they start to ache. When that happens, I can't hold back anymore. The worms eat up all my magical energy, and then they say it's not enough, and they want more. So the reason you drank my blood. She gives a small nod. In the silence, it makes a very definitive answer. There's a lot of magical energy in a magus's blood, so I started wanting to drink your blood, senpai. If I drank that, it would replenish my magical energy, and it would relieve the weird things happening to my body. I see. Going back to being Rider's master greatly increased Sakura's consumption of magical energy. She was able to live normally without difficulty until now, but now even that takes up magical energy. There's something wrong with me, isn't there? It makes sense that you turn away from me, senpai. I've been aching ever since we came home together, and I couldn't think of anything but you. And even though you're trying to help me, I took it from you by force. Senpai, I'm strange, aren't I? Her voice breaks. The wound Sakura gave me throbs with pain right to my heart. Even when you were holding me and worrying about me, I wanted to drink your blood. You said you loved me as a girl, but sucking your blood was all I could think about. All I could hear was the worms moaning. I wanted to feel better. I just wanted to feel better soon, so I wanted Senpai's blood. I thought maybe I didn't really love you. I just wanted to love you so I'd be able to drink your blood. So, I'm sorry. Someone like me who can only think of sucking blood to make herself feel better isn't worthy of your love. It's obvious. I don't even know why I should have to say it. There's nothing wrong with you. You're beautiful, Sakura. I embrace her again and whisper. Is it because Sakura is shaking and crying, or because I'm saying that I can't cry for her? Don't be stupid. How could I hate you over a little blood? I loved you, Sakura. You're so beautiful I had to pretend not to notice until now. So don't blame yourself like this. It's not your fault your body is the way it is. I stroke her shoulder. Sakura leans on my shoulder and sobs quietly. And you know what? When you were sucking my blood, I was happy. But senpai, there's nothing strange about that. Even if I can't cure you, I was happy that I can make you feel better. So don't worry about it. If you refuse the only thing I can do for you, where does that leave me? I pat Sakura on the back as if to cheer her up. If my blood will help, then tell me anytime.
それでさくらが楽にな
If
る
it
の
will
は
make you feel better,
そっちの
I'd be
方が嬉しい
happier that way. I'm glad that I fell in love with Sakura. Because even if it's just a little, it's something I can be proud of. I'm sorry, senpai. Sakura is apologizing. Every time I stroke her shoulder and tell her there's nothing to be sorry for. Sakura is shaking uncontrollably like a small child. I love you, senpai. I love you, so I thought I wasn't good enough. But if you'll still love me, then I have a request. Okay? If I suffer again, will you help me? Even if I drink your blood, you won't hate me? I stroke her head as I tell her it's alright. Sakura stops trembling and smiles through her tears. I'm glad that I fell in love with you, senpai. She gives my cheek a light but deeply affectionate kiss. Touching the spot where her lips gently touch me, I go red just remembering it. We touched many times up until now, and now it feels embarrassing all of a sudden. Well, we let go of each other and kneel face to face. Everything that's happened up to this point is flooding into my head all at once, and I can't move. Sakura seems the same, and our gazes roam restlessly around. Thank you for helping me so much today. I'm going back to my room. Good night. Sakura stands up in a hurry. I have no reason to stop her, and I'm too embarrassed to anyway.
おやすみ
Good night, Sakura. Yeah, good night, senpai. The shoji slides shut, and Sakura disappears. Now that I'm alone, I touch my cheek and my finger. The seriousness of Sakura's situation is inevitable, but when I remember what just happened, I feel really happy. Time to sleep. I want to remember it some more, but there's a lot to do tomorrow, and I have to think about what to do about Tosaka, and there's Ryder too. Plus the Grail War isn't over yet, and I need to take down Mato Zoken, who's the source of all this trouble. So Sakura. See, I really am getting sleepy. My mind and body are both tired, and I need to sleep soundly now, and give it all from tomorrow onwards. I'm dreaming. I should be sleeping alone, but there's someone cuddling up to me. I'm too mentally and physically exhausted to be awake, and Sakura went back to her room. So I should only be sleeping beside Sakura in a dream. Even in my dream, Sakura is drinking from me. That's how stimulating it was when Sakura drank my blood. I want to tell her that I love her. She repeated senpai over and over, desiring me, and I want to respond to her affection. Sakura is drinking from me. Even in my dream, Sakura is drinking from me. I'm literally entranced. It's not enough. It would feel better if it were enough to break both of us. If creation is a gentle pleasure, then destruction is an intense one. You see, they are both an undeniable catharsis. What am I thinking? That's completely inhuman. My vision wavers. Sakura's not there. Sakura was drinking from me, but all of a sudden I'm being eaten by something strange. It's hot. My foothold is melting. I'm sinking into a scalding hot mire. I'm drowning, knowing that this is Sakura's body heat. I have a violent dream. I have an ominous dream in a sea of hot coal tar.